Welcome to my channel, and I hope you will enjoy this video.
15,000 stores could close in 2025. Hey there, everyone. Today, I want to dive deep into a shocking reality we're all witnessing: the retail apocalypse. Yes, my friends, you heard me right. It's not just a buzzword. It's a phenomenon that could lead to a staggering 15,000 retail stores closing their doors by 2025. But which stores are on the chopping block? Well, grab your snacks, because we're about to unravel this intriguing but unsettling mystery, including some familiar names like Party City, Big Lots, Walgreens, 7-Eleven, and even Macy's. Now, let's begin with a bit of context. Retail has been changing rapidly, right? The rise of e-commerce has altered consumer behavior. More people are shopping online than ever before, and this trend isn't just a passing phase, it's a seismic shift. But what does that mean for those iconic brick-and-mortar stores we grew up with? Let's delve into the factors contributing to this wave of closures. Firstly, let's talk about consumer habits. In 2020 alone, online shopping saw a 44% increase. Fast forward to today, and many shoppers have gotten used to the convenience of clicking a button rather than driving to a store. From groceries to electronics, it's all just a few swipes away. Who doesn't love shopping in pajamas, right? But it's not just convenience. It's about experience. Many consumers today prefer the thrill of scrolling through a vibrant digital marketplace rather than navigating through crowded aisles. Now, it's crucial to address the brands themselves. Companies like Party City and Big Lots, they have great products, but their business models are facing challenges. Party City has been struggling under the pressure of seasonal sales and feasts of inventory, leading to its announcement of potential store closures. Big Lots, too, has been trying to adapt, but finds itself burdened by a shifting retail landscape and consumer preferences. And then there's Walgreens, a trusted pharmacy chain now eyeing the warning signs. With the increase in telemedicine and online pharmacy options, many Walgreens locations are left shivering under the threat of closures. And don't forget 7-Eleven, a staple for quick snacks and late-night cravings. But are convenience stores enough to keep up with evolving shopping habits? And what about the iconic Macy's? Once a cornerstone of American shopping, Macy's is now struggling with massive store closures in the wake of declining foot traffic. It's hard to fathom, but what does this mean for our communities? This wasn't just a shopping destination. It was a gathering space, a hub of memories, and frankly, a cultural touchpoint. Imagine a world where these stores no longer exist. Instead of exploring the mall, families might be gathering in their living rooms with screens. The retail landscape in the United States is facing a significant downturn, with projections indicating that approximately 15,000 stores could close in 2025. This forecast, released by Coresight Research, suggests that the number of closures will more than double from the 7,325 store closures recorded in 2024, which was already the highest since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. Key retailers affected. Several major retailers are expected to be heavily impacted by this trend, including Party City, projected to close 738 locations. Big Lots, anticipated to shut down 601 stores. Walgreens Boots Alliance, expected to close 333 stores. 7-Eleven, planned closures of 148 locations. Macy's, projected to close around 51 stores. Factors contributing to store closures. The increase in store closures can be attributed to several factors. Shift toward online shop. Consumers are increasingly opting for online purchases, driven by convenience and competitive pricing. Economic pressures. Rising inflation and higher operational costs have strained many retailers, leading to a wave of bankruptcies and downsizing efforts. Competitive landscape. Legacy brands are struggling against dominant players like Amazon and newer entrants such as Shine and Temu, which have disrupted traditional retail models.
Future outlook. This results in an anticipated net loss of approximately 9,200 retail locations for 2025. The disparity between successful retailers and those facing challenges highlights a growing divide within the industry. The financial situation in the United States is complex, with various forecasts indicating a mix of growth and challenges ahead. While President Trump has made statements regarding economic strategies, including discussions about international relations and trade, the broader economic outlook for 2025 suggests that the U.S. economy is expected to perform relatively well despite some underlying concerns. Economic growth projections. Goldman Sachs predicts a GDP growth of 2.5% for 2025, citing a strong labor market and diminishing recession fears as key factors supporting this growth. Deloitte forecasts an even more optimistic growth rate of 3.7%, driven by recoveries in manufacturing and construction sectors. The Conference Board has slightly lower expectations, estimating a growth rate of 2.3%, influenced by potential policy changes from the new administration that could affect economic activity later in the year. Inflation and monetary policy. Inflation rates are projected to stabilize around 2%, which aligns with the Federal Reserve's target. However, there are concerns about rising public debt and potential inflationary pressures from proposed tariffs and immigration policies. The Federal Reserve is expected to maintain a cautious approach, potentially cutting interest rates to support growth while monitoring inflation trends. Challenges ahead. Despite positive growth projections, several risks loom. Tariffs and trade policies. Proposed tariffs could lead to increased inflation and impact GDP growth negatively if fully implemented. Public debt levels. Almost all economists surveyed expect public debt levels to rise, which could strain fiscal sustainability in the long term. Labor market dynamics. Changes in immigration policy may affect labor availability in critical sectors, potentially slowing economic growth in the future. So, are we saying goodbye to these institutions forever? Not if we can help it. As consumers, we have the power to shape this landscape. We need to support our local stores, embrace flexibility, and discover new retail experiences. Whether that's through shopping in-store when possible or balancing it with online purchases. So, how can we be part of the solution? I challenge each of you, next time you think of hitting that Buy Now button, consider visiting your local retail stores first. Engage with your communities. Share your favorite shops down in the comments below. Ultimately, the retail apocalypse could reshape our cities in ways we can't fully comprehend yet.
The question lies not just in survival, but in how we can revitalize our shopping experiences and keep our beloved store aisles alive. If you enjoyed this content, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more eye-opening discussions like this. Stay tuned, and let's navigate this evolving world together. See you next time.